So we're officially into our last 2 days of spring and our last full spring episode. I'll have one more right after this that's a recap up to this point, but it will be really short and mostly just going through menus and spreadsheets. So I know that sounds exciting, but it's mostly just to get people caught up. Anyway, let's get into the actual game today. So last time we had finished up all of our tilling and stuff, but we didn't place our sprinklers down. So we're going to do that first thing. And then we're going to pick up our pickaxe from Clint's. So we'll finally have an iridium pickaxe to speed up our caverns dives. And we have a few last minute gifts, including Emily's birthday gift. And that really does it for today. There's not any really special things about today. It's mostly just taking care of a few last minute things we didn't get done yesterday. And that's about it. So I'll probably skip past that because it's just me setting down sprinklers. And we do have some more tappers we have to deal with. Our tapper system, or situation I guess, isn't very good still. We really need to get on that soon. And I immediately put a sprinkler down in the wrong spot. But anyway, I'm going to place those real quick, deal with the tappers, and then we'll make our way into town and hopefully smoothly get everybody gifts. This is a day, this was one of my heavy reset days because I just couldn't get it done quickly for some reason. I was struggling a lot with that, so I've done this a few too many times, and this was the result I ended up with. And we also have our forage done here, which isn't going to amount to much. It'll be some good gifts for George and Krobus, but otherwise it's it's low priority, It's good for forage, but we don't need to pick it today, we can get it tomorrow. And I think even our caverns run today is going to be less than ideal because we're going to get such a late start. And I think if I remember correctly, the luck was just okay. It wasn't astounding luck, And yeah, so we'll go run and give Emily her birthday gift, and I think finish her off for friendship, which will mean for the time being, Haley soon will be done. So we'll have that house completely solved. It'll be really nice having the iridium pickaxe. It makes everything feel so much smoother once you get into the caverns. Oh, I bought some coal also. I'm out of coal again. It's a never-ending thing at this point. And I've been trying to make more explosive ammo and use it a little bit more, I guess less strategically, and just use it like crazy, go through a couple hundred every trip. It just speeds things up a lot. We might as well, we didn't even talk to her. I just went up and shoved a sword in her face. I think I tried to talk to her and accidentally did the block action, but whatever. And yeah, so we're into the caverns. Again, it wasn't a great run. It was okay, but it's already 11:30. And so by now, we'd probably be 50 levels deep, something like that. And so you can only expect so much. Right now, it's mostly we'll just treat it as an enemies dive. Kill a bunch of enemies while we go down and collect quartz. Try and get I don't know, some alternative value out of it, not just iridium today. Hopefully a couple hundred iridium, or at least 100. But this floor is pretty unfortunate to run into down here. It's good because we need the slimes and combat experience. But these purple slimes, they're so hard to kill. It's crazy. And then that boss slime dropped. I think that's probably the worst drop, the immunity band. It's just a ring that isn't very good. And so yeah, I mean that floor wasn't that good. So what are we on, 6? And we ended up on 67. That's not terrible, you know, it could be worse. And we'll take it though. I don't know how much iridium I have. We have a bar, which is strange. It's not that common. But it might have been from a chest room or a random drop or something like that. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna kill some mummies and just keep heading down. I wish I could see how much iridium I have. We do have a good amount of solar essence. And that I'm pretty happy with. And cloth. Even cloth, it's not like the most valuable thing. But we probably need it for crafting. And we also need to kill mummies, you know, so it's fine. The only thing that would have been nice is if we got like a dinosaur level on today. I don't really spend a lot of time in the dinosaur levels, but this kind of day is perfect for it. Man, I am just taking this ghost for some reason. Usually I just run from ghosts. I don't know why I decided to go for him so aggressively. What are we at for iridium? Change. I wish that's like so annoying watching myself. Like just switch over your bar real quick or pause, you know? I want to know like what we're at with that. It's like kind of hard to tell. That's okay. That's the only like frustrating part about doing voiceovers after recording the footage. It's like I can't just, oh there we go, 139. That's not great, but it'll do. And that chest in particular is not a good one. I mean, I don't want a cowboy hat, so I don't like that too much. That's okay. Yeah, what a burnt run. This could have been a good one to start over, but it's like, do I want to do all that stuff over again? I don't think I do. So I'll just take, oh, rabbit foot. That's worth something. I think we still need that for community center. If not, we need to ship it probably, and if not that, then we probably need it for a gift, so. I don't know, that's a pretty rare drop. That's kind of nice to have right now. Well, I don't know, that's kind of a anticlimactic final Skull Caverns run of spring, I would say. So hopefully the summer brings some more exciting ones. I think it will. Because we'll have less we have to do. We don't have to really like tend to any crops aside from the very first day of summer when we have to like get every single thing in the ground. And that's when we'll get in all the starfruit, all of like the melons and corn and all like the crops we need for random stuff, you know. And that's what we'll use like the little right side for. And so I don't know, we'll deal with that in a couple of days. Oh my god. I don't know why I've been yawning. Man, I'm just yawning. Oh, we did pick the forage. Would you look at that? And those green beans. Those green beans I'm surprised I haven't destroyed yet. I almost always destroy green beans as soon as they give me a green bean. Just because you can't walk through them. And it drives me insane. So, that's that. There's a little dog barking a lot right now. And I hope it's not getting picked up. There's like a little, I don't know, my neighbor has a little like wiener dog. Like one of those long-haired wiener dogs. Which I kind of like. I don't really love tiny dogs, but this one, I don't know, he's pretty cute. But he freaks out about everything, and he's always barking. Which isn't not really that cute. I don't love that. But I don't know, I kind of feel bad. He lives in an apartment, you know. He can't like go outside and run around. So I'd probably be like screaming a lot if I was him too. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I like corgis. Corgis are small dogs. But I guess, I don't know, they're like medium sized. They're just really low. So I don't know if that counts. And then my other neighbor has a little chihuahua that's extremely old. And I don't know, I like old dogs a lot. I think they get cuter when they get really old. So I don't know. Maybe I don't dislike little dogs as much as I thought. Anyway, we got our recipe, so it's a good end to the spring. We got all the recipes so far, with no repeats and no issues. And so that's good. It's really, really good news. But all we got going today is, we're going to chop down a bunch of wood, because that is a priority. Both hardwood and regular. And we need to upgrade our coop. And we need to buy a pig. And it's Sunday, so Marnie should be at her shop. We're also going to gift. Again, it's like Sunday, so it's gift day. And then we're just going to take care of like last minute spring stuff. Because I'm a little stressed out about spring being done and summer starting. So like, it's a little more aimless today. Just kind of running around and like seeing what's up. And like hoping we didn't miss anything. So I'll probably head to the secret woods and make sure I have all the like extra mushrooms just in case something weird happens. I'll double back to deal with my animals maybe. I don't know, animals, like, I'm so inefficient when it comes to dealing with my animals. We got a brown egg. I think that's the last thing I need from my chickens. So now I just need a duck. And I guess mayonnaise. I have to make mayonnaise for both the recipes and for shipping. So I'll hang on to my chickens. I'm not going to delete them this time. It's not really worth it unless you like really need a ton of money really quick. I got a large. I got a large goat milk. So that's good for our goat too. We're done with our goat. Which again we'll keep, but I don't need to be as diligent about milking it every day. Because we can make one goat cheese and sell it and be done with that. I guess we need one more large goat milk to sell, so we're not quite done. Well, you know what I also need to do is buy some rare seeds. I need to start buying rare seeds at the traveling cart. I should really make a list. In fact, I'm gonna do that. So if you hear, I like always think of stuff while I'm recording this stuff that I don't think of when I'm playing the game. And one of which is rare seeds and tappers in the north. God, I have really bad handwriting. I'm just like watching, like I could barely read what I just wrote, and whatever, it's fine. I don't really write a lot by hand. I used to like journaling a lot. I was or like a stream of consciousness or conscience. I can't remember which one it is. I used to like doing that a lot. But I fell out of the habit, and at my last workplace, I didn't really write too much aside from really brief notes to myself. So my handwriting is just kind of degraded, I guess. I just kind of like, it looks almost like cursive, but it's just because I never lift the pen up off the paper. It's just print, but sloppy. Anyway, just doing gifts. There's really not much to say about gifts anymore that I haven't said already. I give gifts on Sundays. That's what I do on Sunday. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what have I not said? I do think it's kind of weird that Evelyn likes diamonds. I guess she's like pretty traditional. Like older folks tend to like diamonds the most out of anybody else. Just because it's kind of like a traditional, like a weird tradition that like, I don't know. I personally, I don't know. I don't need to get into this necessarily, but I think diamonds are like the biggest waste of like energy, money, and life. and they're insane that people even buy them. But our older generations are super down with some diamonds, so I guess I get why Evelyn and like Marnie like diamonds. They're pretty and everything, but there's a lot more beautiful stones that are like really easy to get and don't cost anybody's life, you know? So, whatever. I just don't get it. I don't want to get into it. Never mind. We're also buying, we are buying the garlic seeds today. We don't need to plant them, but we do need to have them because they'll be a lot harder to come by until we get Pierre's stock list. So that is one thing that we decided to pick up today, as well as more coal. And like I said, that upgrade, we can buy a pretty decent amount of coal because the upgrade for the coop is not very expensive. And pigs, I think, are only like 16,000. So we have some money to play with today. Like aquamarine. I think an aquamarine is like a pretty nice looking stone. And I think they're pretty inexpensive. I don't know. Like, just because something is, like, why is it that just because something is plentiful doesn't make it less valuable, you know? It's silly. Like, just because there's not that many diamonds. Even though there is, and one company just controls them all. Anyway, I don't know why I get annoyed with diamonds so much. Oh, goodness. And sometimes, this is the last thing I'll say about diamonds. Sometimes Linus requests a diamond to put on a chain, and he'll give you like $2,000 for it or something crazy. It just doesn't seem like a very wise allocation of his funds. But I guess at the same time, like, he doesn't need money. He likes where he lives. Maybe he just is constantly saving up money for like a super dope diamond chain. Yeah. Is a frozen tear a real thing? Like, is it just like a weird name for some type of crystalline deposit? Because I think most of the stuff in this game is real, right? No, okay, hold on. Not like Junimos, you know? But like, I think most of the gems are real. As far as I know, they might all be real. Maybe like a fairy stone isn't real, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was a real thing. I'm just gonna look it up while I record this. I'm not gonna pause, because it's not that I don't need to. But I think if I hit frozen tear, I'm sure just Stardew comes up. Yeah, it's a fictional object. Weird. I wonder why that's like... I don't feel like he chose that many fake things. I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's so many of them now that like people have built based on this game that it almost makes it seem like it's real. So anyway, whatever. I feel very like, this is one of those episodes where like you've seen me do this a lot of times and I've seen me do this a lot. So it's just easier to talk about other stuff instead. Because there's only so much I can say about like Gus's weird face when I buy salad from him. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's only like... That's all there is to it, I guess. Gus is creepy, by the way. He has a very creepy look to him. I don't think he's like actually a creepy dude. He's not like Clint, who's like creepy through and through. But Gus just looks a little untrustworthy. And maybe that's the mustache. I think a mustache is like it's a pretty big gamble if you want somebody to take you either seriously or treat you like you're not kind of weird. Like I used to have just a mustache in, I don't know, a few years ago, I guess. Not very long. I didn't have it for a very long time. It was more like a week. It's like when you shave a beard off. And I don't know, you get experimental, you know? The more you shave it off, the more you kind of leave some weird facial hair. But people definitely didn't treat me the same when I had that mustache, let's just say. Anyway, I don't know what we're up to. I'm just giving gifts. I think we've done all the stuff I said I was going to do. We got our pig. We didn't name him, or we did, but it was just a random name again. And I'm also chopping these trees down. I should probably make the desert an additional tree farm, because right now it is pretty barren. And I know we have the tree farm up north, but the desert is a little more convenient to get to. The spa tree farm is kind of out of the way, and I don't necessarily want to have to go all the way up there. So I guess that's something else I can add to the list. You know what else? I need like 500 kegs. Like really soon. I need them like in like 12 days. So that's going to be a challenge. As I'm pretty sure I only have... what is that? Oh, no, too fast. I just don't have enough. I don't have enough oak resin. I maybe don't even have more than 100 oak resin right now. And that's definitely going to interfere with that. Because if I can't get my starfruit processed quickly enough, we won't make nearly enough money, because we can't just sell it raw. There's no chance. We really, really have to process it. So that's something to start working a little harder towards. Because every week, I think we get like 40, which is fine. But we just need a lot more than that. But I guess technically every week we'll keep getting more and more. In fact, we only have 50 right now. So that is not very much. So we might be in a little bit of trouble with that. It's just something like, it can be remedied with acorns, tree fertilizer, and tappers. Which is, it might be like a full day of gathering resources or buying resources to make that happen. But it is doable, so it's not the end of the world, but it is something to very much consider. I don't know what I'm looking at, I'm just looking through bundles. I will go, like I said, I will go through this stuff much more in depth next episode. And I will specifically talk about what we have, what we've accomplished, basically, and what we need in sort of one long, more like analytical video. And that will be the next episode, so I would encourage you to check that out if you just kind of want to get a better grasp of where we're at. And I'm tearing all this up. I'm just going to replace all that stuff with quality sprinklers just to make it look a little bit neater. We'll be able to plant a little bit of extra starfruit that way, as well as the other random crops. And it's also because I wanted to pretty up our little farm area with the path, so we're mostly just kind of killing time, squeezing the last little bit out of spring. Because tomorrow we have a big planting day. I think actually we have... I think we just have one big planting day. And then we're probably back on our grind for iridium. And our planting day might not be tomorrow. You don't have to do it on the 1st. You can wait until the 2nd. So next episode might be planting. It might be caverns. Sorry. Next episode will be the recap. And the one after, I don't know yet. We'll find out. So that's it for spring. I mean, we're done. We are a quarter of the way through. But I do think things will pick up. Yeah, so we got not very good luck. So I think that means we are just going to be doing some planting. So I'll see y'all next time.